2019 has been an amazing year for secrets and Easter egg hunters, and for the final time this year we're going to take a look at 10 Easter eggs that cover a wide variety of topics, from the references to our favourite films to the crazy, wacky and what the secrets, to the dedications, secret games, and to the completely random and bizarre stuff that has been found, as this is the Easter egg hunter. Infinite Flight is a flight simulator title which was developed by the Flying Development Studio and was released back in 2011 for mobile devices. And it was just on the 9th of December that the developers released the latest update and added in the Airbus A350 and the simulator's most requested aircraft in the game's history. But that was not all they included, as now by taking to the skies in this new plane, if you rise to an altitude of 42,000 feet and then switch the camera to the jump seat located behind the pilots and then look to the screen to your right, you'll now be able to play a game of Breakout. Another secret minigame that turned up this year was discovered during the transition between Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of Epic Games' Fortnite, when the whole map was sucked into a black hole. And for a brief period in the game's history, the black hole dominated our screens while we waited for the next chapter to begin. But at least we had something to do, as by pumping in the Konami code you were treated to this secret game. And since we are discussing games that have had a recent update, we might as well take a look at this, as back on the 13th of December, Capcom re-released the demo to this year's title of Resident Evil 2, but this time they removed the time limit and added in a neat little teaser and Easter egg for their upcoming remake of Resident Evil 3, as by heading outside of the police station and turning to the right, you will hear the Nemesis reeling off his classic one-liner. Hitman 2 has seen some pretty crazy Easter eggs turn up this year. And it's all thanks to the new destinations that have been released within the 2 expansion packs. But the first Easter egg of the year turned up in the Sniper Assassin mission set in Singapore, and to see it you just need to shoot the 6 boys dotted about Hansu Port. And once that's done, the 7th boy will magically appear next to this boat, where by hitting it you will summon the Kraken. One other mobile title we should check out is the 2015 first-person shooter multiplayer Critical Ops, developed and created by the Critical Force company, as just over 2 months ago a Reddit user by the name of Thomas Dog published a video of a new Easter egg he had discovered in an outer bounds area on the map of Port by using the game's spectator camera. Now, when you use the camera you can, take it all over the playable area, but of course there are limits, and one of those being height. You see, if you go into the warehouse section where these shelves are, you will find you won't be able to drive the camera above them. However, if you were to host a game upon the port map and switch to the spectator mode and swap the view to this camera, which sweeps down across the shelves, and press the eye function just as it starts, you will now be able to take control of the camera and move above the shelving, and where you should now investigate the end of the warehouse where you will find this giant Easter egg. Next we're moving on to Just Cause 4, where surprisingly another large Easter egg turned up this year after an update was released in early October. You see, if you visit the northern shore of this island located to the east of the map and north of the international airport, this will happen. Yeah, a giant ghost ship will appear, but that's not all, as by climbing aboard the vessel and jumping down inside, you can discover a pirate, a treasure chest, and find that Rico is now sporting a pirate hat, an eye patch, a hook, and even a peg leg. I absolutely love dedications map creators and level designers leave behind for us to find, and this next secret can be located in Easy Days Studios' Skater XL, the ultimate skateboarding game, a title that already has a huge following and a massive Discord known as the SXL modding community, and the #1 place for Skater XL mods and maps. And this map, called the King of Wood, created by Pinko, who based it on a small indoor park from his city, left behind a tribute to map creator, mod developer, and the creator of the map importer, Honjun. And to see it, you just need to jump over the ramp in this corner of the skate park. In Avalanche Studios' post-apocalyptic game Generation Zero, which sees us trekking across Sweden's wilderness, roaming through villages and towns while also trying to survive attacks and onslaughts from menacing killer robots, it's here where you can find two really cool references to popular 80s movies. The first can be found in any of the churches, as by heading upstairs to the organ and activating it, there is a chance part of the theme tune to the Terminator can be heard. Then if you visit this barn to the northwest of the military base and take a look inside, then you will be greeted with this Back to the Future Easter egg. And if you're after another Back to the Future Easter egg and a bit of festive cheer, then look no further than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. As in the latest updates, the map of Winter Docks was added, and when you start, if you head upstairs into this building to the west, upon the notice board you can find a message that reads, "Santa, we're having problems with the sleigh, we'll need to add a little boost. What time are you planning on leaving? And if you look to your right, you can find the sleigh key positioned on hook 12. And by heading outside and by shooting this weather vane at precisely 12 o'clock, you will kickstart this awesome Easter egg.